Welcome to the Mindset RX podcast, a show for functional athletes who want to gain the champ's mindset. My name is Tom Foxley and I'm the founder and the head coach of Mindset RX. Today's show is all about consistency. Athletes come to me the whole time saying, how can I be more consistent with my training? How can I be more consistent with nutrition? That's a big one, by the way. And how can I be more consistent with my mobility and recovery? Those are the three big challenges to any athlete, especially when it comes to a CrossFit athlete who also is running another job, who has a family, who has outside pressures on their life that detract from being a solo athlete. Like the majority of mindset isn't usually a struggle when we're 17, 18, 19, 20. Mindset becomes a struggle when we have a career that we're trying to work upon. We have outside factors drawing energy away from athletic success. And this is why we need to learn about the impact that mindset has on consistency. Basically, it comes down to this. Our beliefs predict our behavior, as we've said so many times. But if the beliefs are, I do not have enough time, if the beliefs are, I cannot do this because it's difficult, or it's difficult to fit in everything I have to do, or the outside world isn't congruent with me becoming athletically successful. If those beliefs aren't aligned with an actual helpful course of behavior from here and action, then of course we're not going to take the action that we need to take, because we'll always be giving ourselves the excuses of, it's too difficult, I don't have the time, no one else does it like this, everyone else has it easier. All these kind of things just stack up and stack up and stack up, and then we never actually get to where we want to be unless we change the mindset. The mindset change has to become first. The mindset change has to come first, and then the behavioral change comes as a result of that. I hope that is obvious by now. If you're newer to the podcast, it may take some time of kind of thinking about that for it to really sink into your mind. We have to change the mindset before the behavioral change happens, because otherwise you're conflicting with the subconscious mind. But anyway, I've been through that so many times. I want to tell you the 3 steps to overcoming that, and the 3 steps to building a consistent habit. And it starts off with a vision of success. If you do not know who you want to be as a result of your training, like what direction your athletic success wants to go in, then you have no reason to kind of suffer the initial hardship of making yourself do things. So the first thing you have to do is create what our ideal, our kind of further ideal is. We have to establish a firm point B that we want to aim for. We have to really pick up on that vision and aim towards it. The next piece is awareness. And sorry, this is 4 steps. I miscounted initially. This is 4 steps to becoming it. It's awareness is the next piece. And what I mean by that awareness is the awareness of the language that directly conflicts with this. Because if you spend your whole time speaking about all the challenge you have, if you spend your whole time speaking about how busy you are, and that word busy is kind of the antithesis of progress. If you keep on reminding yourself and telling yourself just how hard you've got it, you'll never perform behaviors that we need you to perform to become the athlete that you're capable of being. So the first thing we have is our vision. We aim up, and then we become intensely aware of what we're doing in this moment right now. The third piece, and very, very importantly, is accountability. Now, there's 2 types of accountability that an athlete should have. The first one of these is the carrot side of things. The carrot works really well, like the reward, because we've got the carrot or the stick. The carrot is like, okay, when I do this, I'll give myself this thing. I'll go out and buy this thing for myself. I'll take some time to go and treat myself in this kind of scenario. For example, not directly related to fitness, but recently I've been I've been doing quite well in some other areas. I've been working very hard on Mindset RX. I've put this new program together, which I'll tell you all about very soon. I'll give you lots of information about that, and it's pretty damn cool, by the way. And it's all around this element of consistency too. But when I've done that, I've worked really hard. Basically, I've changed my consistency around my work habits. And as a reward for doing that, when I go to do a seminar in the Netherlands next, I think it's 3 weeks from now, what I'm going to be doing is ensuring that I take a day before just to go and experience what's in the Netherlands, to chill out, to have some fun, and to kind of explore a bit. So that's the reward that comes from it. And then we also have the stick method as well. Fear of the stick works quite well, but I don't think it should be overused. It should be kind of fun, a bit annoying, but not a severe punishment if you don't remain consistent. And the last thing is very, very important. It's the minimum effective dose for the win. When you've got those 3 other pieces in place, when you've got the vision, you're aware of the language and the mental state, the mental emotional state that you're carrying around with you, i.e. the mindset, you've got your accountability in place. The next thing you have to do is encounter the minimum effective dose for the win. So what I mean by that, the minimum effective dose, what's the smallest amount you can do right now? There's no point going full on board with things and kind of going, okay, I have to be perfect right now. I have to eat 6 times a day and eat these exact calories and do this exact thing, because it's overwhelming. It's too difficult, essentially. And there's no need straight away. We just need to be better. And then the last part of that is for the win. We count our wins. We repetitively say, yes, I did really well here. That win is very, very important because it's taken me closer. So, like, say it's just hydrating more. I use this example the whole time because it's quite simple. Say it's like you're drinking currently 500 milliliters of water a day, and you want to get up to 3.5 liters. Say you drink a liter. And our natural reaction is to think, oh, fuck, I missed by 2.5 litres. But hang on a minute, you just doubled your water intake for the day. That's a huge win. And you've got to give yourself that pat on the back, because if you don't, you'll continue to be addicted to yourself, you'll continue to be hard on yourself, and you won't be consistent in the long run, which is exactly what we want. Sure, you might beat yourself into submission quickly, but it's not going to be successful in the long run. And that's inevitably what we're after. So we have the vision, first step. We have to cultivate a vision of success. We have to become more aware of our language and of our inner athlete. We have to establish accountability measures, and we have to engage with the minimum effective dose for the win. And the whole principle this relies upon and kind of revolves around is progress over perfection. These 3 words are so important. We often aim for perfection, but we have to instead aim for progress. You have to just get better little by little every day, because it's that 1% add 1% add 1% that inevitably gets us where we want to be. If you'd enjoyed the show, please head over to iTunes, leave a 5-star review, share it with some friends, or alternatively, if you can't bother to that, I'm just glad you listened to the show. So I'll speak to you all very, very soon, and until then, keep on crushing training.